And we talked about that before too.
Yeah.
Like how do you elevate yourself even more than you said? You can only elevate yourself so much in ring. There has to be the total package really to break through. And sometimes I think that the performers lose sight of the fact that what's presented to them is really just a template, an outline that they can really take it and make it their own and put it out there, and also react to what the crowd is giving them. And I think that sometimes that's lost. That they're maybe not willing to take a chance when sometimes they should. Would you agree with that?
I 100% agree. I think, and man, this is probably why they don't let me out of the cage to do podcasts, because I'm gonna be strung from the tallest tree. But like the amount of complacency is staggering. I mean, these guys are all so gifted, and they're like, there's never been a better time ever to make a name for yourself in WWE with all of the platforms that we have, with Raw, with SmackDown, with NXT. We're increasing our number of pay-per-views. We're throwing so much content at the network. It's obscene. We have so many guys who have so many chances. I just don't get it. I mean, you guys certainly know better than I do, because I came in on the tail end of like, hey man, everybody's just going to have to quit for me to even get a chance.
Yeah.
And I got my chance by mistake. And I knew that. And like, you guys were in the thick of it with Rock and Austin and Taker and Triple H and DX. And like, the show is so freaking stacked that you're lucky to get out there for a couple seconds. Yeah. And I think nowadays we have the reverse, where the superstars are just in such a, well, I'm just going to wait to see what they have for me, when that's not what it is. I totally agree with that. You get a rough outline. You get such a basic character sketch, and you get all this freedom to make it your own. And I'm not just blowing smoke like in the promos with me and Roman. I'm just, when I feel something, I'm going to say it. And if they react to something, I'm going to poke the bear even more. So it's not like, he's sitting on this high hill and not practicing what he preaches. Like, every single day I go out there and take those chances. And that's the reason why I got to where I was at. And it's the same with you guys. Like, there came a time where you had to just stand up and define yourself. And you guys did very, very well at that. But nobody wrote that for you guys. That was you.
And I've talked about it on this show. Really, to me, the most important thing is establishing a network with Vince, a dialogue with Vince, because otherwise he doesn't know what he's investing in, the type of person, the type of work ethic, the type of character. Yeah. And for me, what really changed it is it was a week before the Money in the Bank cash in on you. And I had talked to him, obviously, and, you know, we had good rapport, but I went up to him and I said, listen, if I cash this thing in a straight up match, that's not very heelish. I feel like I have to cash it in when the champ is beat down. Totally expecting that I would still put you over and you would still overcome, but it would be heelish. You know, at least it would get that point across. And sure enough, from that point forward, we were spitballing ideas, and, you know, I would go to him with ideas, and that is so important. I tell anybody who asks me, well, what do I do when I get there? Go straight to Vince's office and knock on his door.
Yes, especially if you don't. And here's the great thing about Vince. He will explain everything. So a lot of guys go down the creative process and they get upset. And they just put their head down and they say X, Y, and Z, and that's that. If you're really that upset, go to the person you work for and just simply ask the question, why? Why are we doing this? Because 99 times out of 100, when Vince will tell you, hey, this is the creative ethos behind this thought, you walk away going, okay, that helps me out. I can do it.
Yeah. And here's the thing, too. Even if you go into his office and, you know, if you haven't done it before, it can be a nerve-wracking thing to go in there and talk to him. But even if you go in there and you get shot down, at least he knows that you care. You know?
Man, and like, I don't understand the nerve-wracking of it all. So the Titanic is you get fired. That's the worst scenario. but I mean, we are in the business right now of holding on to a lot of guys. Mm-hmm. So like I said, I mean this, there's never been a better chance for someone to be a WWE superstar, a WWE megastar, than right now. Like it is wide open, throttle wide open, foot to the floor. Like if you ever thought you could do it, step up right now. And I don't know. I think these guys just feel a piece of the system rather than this creative force that, man, you guys both know there's not a better feeling than being out there when everything clicks and everything goes right. And no one can write that for you. No one can produce that for you. No one can create that behind a curtain for you. That deals with gut decisions and passion and like your creativity. It has to come from the individual. And I'm not once again, I'm not saying that we don't have great talent. As a matter of fact, I've said that the guys have more talent now than I've ever seen. I just think it's the ability to apply creativity to their skill set. And I think that's what's missing.